Hi there and welcome back to another video. I went to Scott this month after missing it for 2 months. I went back this month and the vendor that I usually buy a lump sum of stuff from, the estate sale vendor, for some reason they were just like very slow this time. I had my daughter, I had my dad with me, so it was like more of a chill day, and I really wasn't feeling the whole like fighting for items and waiting all day to collect a pile. So my pile is not as big, but these are things that I did collect from the show itself. So it's really fun when I can just go in the show, see the very high-end museum quality pieces, and then just pick out those pieces here and there that are just beautiful pieces that I can also resell. So that's what I did this time, and I'm going to show you those pieces that I got. Also, I did go to an estate sale before Christmas time, and I picked up 3 items, but I never showed you them. So I'm going to show you those items as well, because my hope is that those items will go up this week. So thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for bearing with me. I am very behind on my listings. But I do want to let you know that if you ever see a piece that you are interested in and that you don't see up on my eBay, please let me know and I can definitely work with you. I can get it up on eBay. I can send you information about it, whatever you need. My email is down in the description. My eBay is down in the description, and so that you could always send me a message through eBay or through an email. So anyways, let's get started with what I got from Scott. And there is the trash, the dumpster guys, the trash guys, right when I want to start. So I will be right back. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I didn't even mention that I'm in my garage today. These items, literally, I just unloaded from my car right now. No research has been done, no cleaning, no nothing. I literally just took them out of the boxes, and I just want to show you what I got. So let's get started. This first item is this yellow pot or cup. I'm saying it's a pot because it's flared out on the sides, but it's glazed on the inside, and so I think you could use it as a cup. At first, I thought it was more of an Asian theme because of the dragon, but the color and the lemons, I don't know if they're lemons or peaches. The signature is also a lemon or peach. It might be Italian because I know the Italians do this dragon design as well. And then again with the lemons, I don't know. So again, no research has been done. I just thought it was really cool with the dragon head. It goes all the way around. It has this like mean looking lemon on it. And then it just goes around, and then the mouth of the dragon is right here. I don't know. It's really cool. So I picked this up, and I still need to do research on it. This next piece, so these 4 pieces that I'm starting off with, this was from a guy that also does estate sales, but he's more like way laid back. Like they pretty much like dump the boxes onto the tables, and it's just like you dig and whatever happens kind of thing. Not like the other guy that I usually buy from. So his stuff is priced like from estate sales and stuff, but you just give him a pile and he gives you a price. So for these 4 first items that I'm showing you, he just gave me a price of $13, and that includes that pot that I showed you. It also includes this lucite, bamboo, and leaf. And this these are real leaves and real bamboo in here. And from what I could tell back here, it did have some feet or like some plastic things to be used as a trivet, but I think it would look great hanging up on a wall. So pick that up. I also picked up this little tile just for me. It's not vintage or old. It's not even marked on the back. I just like little random things like this that have patterns that I'm attracted to, because I like just sticking them up on a gallery wall, either like this as a diamond or like this. They're just good fillers for gallery walls. So I always pick up things like this when I find them, just to have them in my possession. And if I need a filler for a gallery wall, I can just pick from my stash. Then this last piece, I think it's a Jewish piece only because it has this lady holding a challah bread. And then the candles, there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 candles. I'm not sure if that's a significant number, but it could not be, it doesn't have to be Jewish. I just kind of associated it because of the challah bread. But this is definitely a dinner table candlestick holder, for you to put candles in the middle of a centerpiece, or just freestanding in the middle of a table. It's pottery. You guys know I love my pottery. Unfortunately, it's not signed, which I'm very surprised about, but it is handmade, 100% handmade. I love the swirl details and the two tones in the colors. Even they're even glazed on the inside, so you know whoever made this really made it to be used. So I picked this up. At first I was like, do I really need this? It's such a bulky piece, but I'm really glad I picked it up. And I've been seeing these in interior design decorations on YouTube and Pinterest, and Instagram, all over. So I'm really happy that I picked this up. These next two items were from the same vendor. He knows me. As a matter of fact, after I checked out and was about to leave, he said, welcome back, thank you for coming back. So he recognized me. I always go in there and pick 1 or 2 items every single month. His prices are amazing. I got these 2 pieces for $7. So he always has these Native American stitched pieces. Some of them are vintage, some of them are newer, some of them are antique, where he just cuts them off of pieces, or he buys them in a big pile of scrap. So I like to just pick them up. I like to imagine that one day I would get into making handbags. Just, you know, leather, simple leather handbags, like those free forms where you just cut a shape and sew it together. And I feel like patches like this on bags like that look really nice. So I've been collecting these. Who knows what I'm gonna do for them, but for $2 or $3 a piece, you can't go wrong. So I always pick them up from him. This next piece, I saw, it's not signed that I can tell, but, and so it's this jar. There are 2 sea glasses in here, this green one and this clear one. So these alone by themselves are worth money, and so they were just in there. It's this hand blown glass octopus, and I mean, you could tell that the octopus was hand blown. There's the Ponto mark right there. The octopus was hand blown and then applied to this this bottle that's also hand blown, but you can definitely tell that they go together, because there are this is in the glass, these colors, and the glass bottle itself is hand blown as well. So I picked this up and I was like, you know what, if he tells me this piece is $10, I'm gonna pick it up. And when he told me $7 for both, I was like, I mean, how can I argue with that? Like, absolutely beautiful. So cool. And that's another thing about having relationships with these vendors. If I were someone just coming off one time, he could have told me 10, he could have told me 20, but because I'm there all the time, and I've talked to him before, and he knows I'm a reseller, and he knows that I just like the cool stuff, I do believe that he gives me great prices because of that. So I always stop by. If I don't buy something, I'm complimenting his booth. I am trying to get information about pieces. I'm trying to be interested, because I genuinely am. And that's how you build relationship with these people. And then it really does pay off. So really happy about this piece. These next 2 pieces I bought for myself. So I do have a collection of antique baby shoes. And there are certain things that I look for when I get these baby shoes. Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing my baby shoe collection. I've been collecting them with my dad since I was very, very little, and the collection has continued. But because the collection has continued and because there are so many out there, I am very, very picky. So it's not a big collection, but I'm very proud of it, and each one I love very, very much. So my dad is actually the one that spotted these. These are antique baby gloves. They are leather for the age of them, and for how delicate they are. The condition is immaculate. If I have to nitpick, this is not even a hole. It's just where the leather has gone dry and it's cracking a little bit. There's nothing else on this one. And then right here, there's a little bit of stretching in the stitching, but it's not a hole. It's not a damage. It's just a stretch in the seam. Other than that, there is nothing else wrong with these. I love the details of the hand here. So as soon as I picked them up, I knew they were designer. And sure enough, when I looked on the button, it says dense spring button. So these, whoever made these gloves went to a great deal to make them good quality and for them to last. I did pay $30 for these. I'm sure they can go for a lot more on eBay if I were selling them, but I'm not. So these are going into my collection, and I'm really, really happy that I picked these up. Another thing that I collect are these Restaurant Boten Spanish jugs. So I actually went to this restaurant. This restaurant is the oldest consecutively running restaurant. It was open in 1725, and it has been running ever since. It's gone through wars, it's gone through so many things, and it has continued being in service until then. I actually had the privilege of eating there in Madrid, Spain, in 2016, I believe it was, or 2017, something like that. So these are souvenir pieces from that restaurant, but I do collect them. This is my third one, and I'm just gonna see how many I collect. I picked them up for very cheap. I don't pay more than $10 for them, so they do sell on eBay for $40 to $50 each. So if I do decide to get rid of them one day, I'm covered. But for now, it's a nostalgic thing, and I'm finding them all over, so I'm continuing to pick them up for now. This next piece was on a table that's marked $10. He's usually there, and he has a $5 table, a $10 table, and a $20 table. This guy, I've bought from him before. He knows me, he knows my daughter. Again, another very good relationship that I have with this person. He wasn't there, and he just had his table set up for $10. And he had his next door neighbor, the booth next to him, just kind of watch his stuff. I saw this bottle, and at first with this pressed right here, which it is completely pressed, like it is completely connected, with the gold that's in it, I just thought Murano, Blanco, like the color and the shape is very Blanco. And I was like, that's a really, really good quality piece. And so I picked it up, and I was like, $10, do I really need it? My dad was with me, and he was like, let me see, this is so good. So with it being connected like that, it does tell me that this is what it is. It's a decanter. It is for circulating air through whatever alcohol you have in here. I turn it over, and it is signed. The signature, I have not... Okay, just looking at the signature from the last name, Albaloli or Albalodi, that's definitely Italian. So this could be a designer crafted for Murano piece. I'm not sure. I haven't done research yet. Or it could just be an independent glass designer that's Italian. So those are the two options. Again, this gold inside of the glass like this is very, very indicative of Italian glass. I just have to decipher if this piece was made for Murano or if it's an independent Italian glass designer. So for sure, I'll keep you guys updated, and if I don't do an update, you'll see it up on my eBay, and I'll have all of the details. But just the color, that blue color, is absolutely beautiful, and I'm really, really glad that I picked it up. I mean, it's nice and thick without being heavy, and again, a piece that is functional. And then final piece, so there is a section of Scott that's outdoors, and it's more of like a flea market type deal, where people just put all kinds of things. You can find household things, you can find just people trying to get rid of their stuff. It's a cheaper alternative from setting up on the inside. So that's where I get a lot of, like, are you kidding me, garage sale-y prices, flea market prices out there. I've been skipping the past couple of times that I've been at Scott just because it's kind of been going downhill with the quality of pieces. But my dad, like I said, my dad was with me, and he hadn't been to Scott for a much longer time than I had, and so he was missing, just going all out. And so he said, let's go and see what they have, and I was like, sure, why not. This was at the first vendor that we saw. It is so it's not glass. I don't think it's glass. It is porcelain. This porcelain vase, hand painted. There is no damage to the paint whatsoever. Beautiful floral painting. It is also signed, which I love to see. Even if it was just signed, you know, by the hobbyist or by the housewife that painted it, I don't care. I love seeing that the painting is signed. It is an older paint, so it's not something that has been painted recently. You can tell by the darkening. The base is bronze, which also adds to it. It's not a pewter or a mixed metal. It's not plastic. So you have bronze. You have a somewhat decent cord. If someone wants to rewire it, they could. Beautiful porcelain lamp with the hand painting and the signature. And then it does have all of its connections and original matching bronze finial. So that's a big deal as well. I don't know if you guys can see, but I only paid $10. And I mean, without doing any research, if I'm being very conservative, $60 to $80 for this. If I want to go crazy number, $120 to $145 on this. So for $10, I did good either way. So those are the items that I picked up from Scott. And now let's get into the items that I picked up from the estate sale before Christmas. So this is the first piece that I picked up. So this is a Victorian hand-painted lamp. This is from the late 1800s. Beautiful hand painting on fabric. There's no damage to any of the trim, and it has these beads or fringe all around. I love how it's kind of, so these are all the sides. There's this castle scene, this mountainous scene, some sailboats over here, and then another sailboat on this side. Beautiful, beautiful hand painted. So I'm super, super happy that I picked this up. I did a Google image search before I even bought it, just so that I knew what I was getting myself into. These sell between $350 and $450. I picked this one up for $80, so I am super, super excited. And I'm just so, this is one of those pieces where I'm just happy to have it in my possession because it's just that good. And even though it's not my style, I wouldn't use, to be honest, even if it's not my style, I appreciate it so much that I would put this in my house. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm so, so happy to own it right now. And then the second item is this beautiful Limoges, made in France, TNV Limoges, which is a big deal. This enamel gold gilded lusterware nut or berry bowl with the matching mini sets. I believe these are for nuts because the bowls are a little bit smaller, and the portion size for nuts is a little bit smaller than berries. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong about that. So this is a matching set. I think I have 5 or 6 of these that go all around. Again, beautiful hand-painted enamelware all around it, and it is lusterware as well. And then the final piece I got, I have to pan you around. The final piece I got is this pot, this Asian pot. There's no signatures on it. It does have some age. They do reproduce these, but even the reproductions are over $100. This is a 12-inch, and I am most likely keeping it for myself. If anything, it will go up on Facebook Marketplace just because it's so big and it's so heavy. But anyways, that's everything that I got from Scott. That's everything that I got from the estate sale that I hadn't shown you yet. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in any of these pieces before they're up on my eBay, please let me know. I hope you guys are having a great start to your year, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Bye.